You, in this video, I'll tell you why your high ROAS is keeping you poor. And I'll break down a broader concept in this video, but ROAS is the best way to explain it. So if you have a 8x, 9x, 10x ROAS and you are proud of it, you're probably also poor because of it. And poor in our terms means anything less than 100, 200K a month. So if you are saying to yourself, well, I make 50K a month, why is he calling me poor? Well, you are. So get up here. Now, the first thing is you are obsessed with your ROAS. Some imagery to make myself look cool. You're obsessed with this number over here. This number. These are real ad accounts I ran, by the way, which had like astonishing ROAS. But I did not push the throttle on these ads due to the ROAS. I pushed them further and I pushed them until I had a 2, 3 ROAS. And now, why it's keeping you poor is because you're optimizing for the wrong thing. You should never optimize for ROAS. Even though that sounds counterintuitive and weird to you, you should never fucking do that. Because optimizing for ROAS will lead you astray. And in a minute, I'll explain why. Now, would you rather make 30K per month at 10x ROAS, or would you rather make 1 mil a month at 1.5x ROAS? You decide. After all, that your net take home income is a lot higher over here, but you don't get to see these cool numbers in your ad manager. That's it. Now, why this happens? When you are spending, making 30K a month and spending 5, 6K a month on ads, like 3K a month in this example, usually when you scale, your ROAS drops. And when it drops too much, you freak out and stop scaling. But you never look at the fact that you are still profitable, right? Story time. Now, this is the story of a client of mine, real client, which led to this rant type video. So all of you guys can get brainwashed by some rich propaganda. You have been brainwashed by ROAS propaganda. Now I'll get you brainwashed by some trillionaire propaganda. Now, this business, let's call it business A, had a reverse mortgage slash ELOC offer. They did both, but basically it was a reverse mortgage offer in the US. And at the time of him onboarding, he was making 120 to 125K a month. And he was spending around 8K a month on ads. And the other cost of his business monthly was 13K per month. This was used to be his staff, like software services, commissions, leads he used to buy sometimes. Now, let's break down the math here. He was spending 8K a month on ads and he was spending 13K on cost. That means he was spending 21K a month on total cost for running the business. And still his revenue was 120K. You can calculate his ROAS. It's crazy. It's 15x. And even blended is 6x. And why he was not closing was because he apparently had a bad closing rate. And he decided this himself that he had a bad closing rate, which sat at around 17 to 19%. He thought he could not scale with a 17 to 19% closing rate. He wanted to get above that 20% that you hear everywhere. But a crucial part that he's missing is every day he does not scale, or every day you do not scale, is a day you miss out on more money. Yeah, 17% so rate closing rate may not be optimal, but it is profitable in his case. And you should push the throttle when it is. You should not be worried about fucking getting it above 20% before getting rich. You know what I mean? What do you want to worry about? You want to worry about babysitting the close rate, or maybe your ROAS in your example, in your case, maybe, or you want to worry about hitting 250K a month from that puny 120K. This is what we do, by the way. We help businesses hit 250K a month in revenue with our meta ads and backend selling systems. Back to the point. Now, even if the ROAS drops significantly when he pushes his ad spend, which happens, by the way, I'm sure you know this. It's something like this chart over here. The more you push your ad spend, the ROAS gets smaller because the pool of audience is more worn out. Even if, let's say, he pushed it and his ROAS got half, which is crazy, and it dropped to a 7x ROAS. And 7 is conservative because you know from before that it was a 15. I did not even say 7.5, I say 7. So giving you a conservative estimate here. When he 5x his fat ad spend, so his 5x ad spend would be 40k, and at a 7x ROAS, he would make 280k. So did it matter? Did it matter that his ROAS got half? Most of you motherfuckers would panic when it comes down from a 14 to a 12, 12 to a 11. I guarantee you, you'll never have the heart to bring it below 5. But we did. We will. Because even 280k is not enough. And if you want to push it to 500, the ROAS has to get below 5. You would always rather have this. Even if you add like the after rescale, he incurred more cost, but it was around 15k. So ad spend plus running cost. So it's still at 55k, and spending 55k a month, you are making 280k. But the poor ROAS dropped. But it did not fucking matter. I hope you get my point. I'm trying to help you get richer. Once again, do you wanna babysit your close rate and your ROAS, or you wanna make 3 fucking million a year? You decide. This is in your hands alone. And now there are exceptions to this, of course. If your ROAS fucking tanks below this when you scale too hard, you gotta pull back. But as long as it's profitable, and if you just bump in some creatives in here, it will come back. Now, that's the basic idea. We also had another business who had a similar problem with the SOAP rate. He was sitting at 55% and he was obsessed with 70 in his head, which we got to later, but that does not mean you stop scaling. And business C was obsessed with their cost per call and stopped scaling. There are many problems. For you, this could be your CTR, your cost per click, your CPMs, your closing rate, your swap rate, your actual ROAS if you're selling a physical product or info. But as long as you're profitable and as long as the LTV CAC is in check, please scale, push the throttle if you have the ad budget. Now, big disclaimer, big disclaimer. This does not mean the rant I went on, does not mean you stop trying to improve your metrics. You should try to improve your close rate. You should try to improve your swap rate. You should try to improve your CTR conversion rate while scaling. In doing so, you should not stop in the middle of the road. If you are walking, you can walk faster, but you should not stop walking to make your legs better somehow on the spot, which will not work. So, big disclaimer, don't try to stop improving. This is not what I'm saying. Improve, do better across every metric, but while scaling. Only if it becomes unprofitable, then you gotta pause. That means your knees are fucked up while walking, but as long as they are not, keep walking and walk faster and figure out ways to sustain that pace. Maybe drink more water, maybe eat more food. This is just a metaphor to make it easier for you to understand. So, the basic concept once again, when LTV CAC is in check, you should always put your foot on the gas flat while trying to improve the key metrics. That's about it for this video. This is a quick lesson for you, and hopefully, this changes a few things in your business. And if you want me to scale your business personally to 250k a month, I can do so. You can go to the link below and book a call with me. I'll look at your business for free, we'll audit it, and I'll tell you what problems it has. And if we are a good fit to work together, we will and will make you a lot more fucking money. Take care.